Good morning, greetings, good morning to whoever will be joining me. Good morning. It's morning here where I am located. I may be afternoon, it may be evening where you are located. I hope everyone is doing well. Whatever time I meet you, I greet you. Or whatever time I greet you, I meet you. Or whatever. I gotta figure that one out. It's a semantics play on words. Uh, I'm gonna say this. I'm very, very heartbroken to see what Satan Yahoo, um, what their plans are. The United States and the UK, you are two useless entities, only about greed and carnage. And I really do not like, well, I would add other words. I have other words that I would say. Um, this whole entire situation is absolutely horrific, and well, this is America, everybody. This is America. This is what we are known for. This is why we are hated throughout the world. Our economy is, we are no longer the superpower. BRICS is taking over. BRICS is taking over. I have investments that are in BRICS, and I'm very, very happy and thankful that that's where they are. Otherwise, the remainder of the pension that I receive as a survivor pension from my husband would be substantially reduced. So this is our useless government, and I'm going to say this, and this is to the union that my husband worked with. You received the correspondence that I sent, and I need that has to come to a resolution, because the fact that the parties involved who decided to come up with this decision to make their determination as far as what my business is with my husband's union, which I won't mention. But yeah, this needs to be coordinated and together, because what y'all did was illegal, and there is nothing written. There is absolutely nothing written in any type of law to state that if a surviving member, a spouse of a decedent, does not notify them that they are Medicare eligible, that makes the determination for them to be bumped, okay? Because that's not how it works. That's not how it works, okay? And the fact that this union has been involved with so many shady, underhanded, backdoor deals, well, I will have no remorse whatsoever in reference to addressing this to a very, very, let's just say a jackhammer level, because I will get to the resolution and I will get to the bottom, because that's who I am, that's how I operate. I'm a no-nonsense individual. So yeah, that whole fact that trustees decided to say, well, we're going to bump her from her surviving spouse's insurance because she didn't notify us about Medicare. Well, you know what you can do with that. So we're going to get this resolved. We're going to get this worked out. Otherwise, it's going to become a very in-depth legal issue as far as what I will initiate, because that's total BS. Because what I will do is I will get all the hours that my husband worked, okay? I will get all the hours because I have all of his stubs, okay? Because I am an enforcer when it comes to making sure the documents are straight and everything is straight up on the up and up. Because I don't deal with no backhand doors, with no backdoor deals for my benefit, okay? This is how people operate. This is how the world operates, people. So anytime you are doing any type of business, you make sure that you know what this consists of. Not for some clown to tell you what they think what it consists of, because they want to turn around and they want to they want to play games. They want to make moves. It's like the same thing that happened to me in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. My deceased spouse's son, because he was under the misguided impression that my husband and I were divorced, because that's a whole other video, because my husband was not acquainted with the truth. Okay? He was not, the truth and the acquaintanceship with my husband was non-existent, all right? It was only existent for selective purposes when he felt the need to be forthright and honest. Okay, so moving forward from that there, um, yeah, his son thought that we were divorced. So that then gave his son the the green light to say, well, this isn't hers, this is all mine. It doesn't work that way. But you see, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, because they are of the persuasion of this, they were like, well, they ain't doing nothing. And the clowns here, okay, the clowns here, the sheriff's office, they were like, well, there's nothing we could do. But damn Skippy, if I was one of them, damn Skippy, if I was one of them, accommodations would have been freaking made, because what this person did was against the mofo law. But you guys want to keep on playing. You keep on playing. So now I just document everything. And I have a blog, another blog, the Karen Chronicles. And I clearly discuss. So I have the woman's name from the Commonwealth, who, this is what she said to me. I had texted my husband's son. This was right after my husband died. And when I tell you that my head, my emotions were like, I was all over the place. I was in what I refer to as suspended animation, where I was cognizant, I was functioning, I was maintaining my hygiene, I was barely eating, I was barely sleeping. So this darling, because I said, yeah, here, this is what your father will give you that. My husband never said anything about what any type of plans were. My husband was very tight-lipped. He talked about nothing. He talked about nothing. Like I said in other videos, I would have had a perfect marriage if I would have just kept my mouth shut. If I asked anything, it was like, basically, it's on a need-to-know basis. You understand? And plenty of women can understand that, because, and even men, well, not men, because men are like, no, B, you ain't telling me that. I'm the man. I wear the freaking pants. I need to know what's going on with you. Basically, that's what it was. So, women know your place. Women know your place. So this gave him, his son, getting back to that, the impression that, well, he's taking everything of his father. So now, this is about 2 months after my husband died. In a text, whatever I said, yeah, hey, your father want you to have whatever I said, some woman, this is the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I'm speaking to you now, Josh Shapiro, listen up, whoever works for Shapiro, okay, the Honesdale police out there in Pinocchio land, or whatever that Beach Lake, wherever the frick it is. Anyway, this woman from the Pennsylvania motor vehicles says to me, well, you said in a text. I said, in a text? I says, well, didn't you see the date of that text? It was sometime maybe like November, December. My husband died October 19th. From October 19th, 2019, up until about 2023, basically there's a lot of stuff that happens. Unless you lose someone that you love, that you spent many years with, you will not understand. You understand? Because you are filled with so many different emotions, and then you have to go ahead and you have to then go to the courthouse, you have to file documents, you got to do this, you got to call the insurance, you got to do that. Okay, so basically this B from the Commonwealth, the motor vehicles, they forged my signature. They forged my signature, okay? They forged my signature, okay? All right? But that's going to be included. All that correspondence is going to be included in the Karen Chronicles, okay? That's part of the book, too. So, injustice is a fungus amongst us. That's what I keep on saying. It's part of a poem that I've written. Injustice is a fungus amongst us, Yeah, so the stinky Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, that lady who works for the DMV over there, I hope she gets terminated, okay? I hope she gets investigated. I hope she's put on a furlough with no pay for doing that, okay? And the little po-po out there in Pinocchio land, well, your names and your badges are also going to be included, okay? Because there was nothing that could be done, so therefore, because there was nothing that could be done, well, there's something that I'm going to do. I'm going to publish the story, and I'm going to expose all of your nonsense. That's all. Because white is right. You know what? Like they say, white is right. You people can, you know what, yourselves, okay? That's what you can all do. That's what you can all do. Another thing, when I was seeking counsel, I called up this lawyer who happened to do a bankruptcy for my husband, which I never knew about, which was part of his, me not knowing nothing. Um, this guy, his name is Martin, Mark Martin. When he finally gets on the phone, um, I had Islamic music on the background. This freaking dude, this lawyer from PA, he heard the music. This is how he spoke to me. Who is this? What are you calling for? Like, excuse me? I said, yeah, who I am. And he was like, no, we don't handle that. And he hung up. A real freaking, you know what? Like, buddy, you know what? There's a gesture you can use with your hand. Anyway, a nice the hell out of here. I'm telling you, these people, they're something else. They really, really are. They really are. They really, really are. Yeah. Well, you gotta speak up on it. Speak up on it. Document everything when you're dealing with these low lives, these lowbrow individuals who they want to prioritize, what's right is right, But it's okay. What's right is right is going to be what's right is going to be in black and white because it's going to be on paper and it's going to be part of a bigger, way big. Everything that we do in life is way bigger than us. Do you understand that? Everything that we do in life, we are just little peons. We are just little speckles of sand in this world. But people think that their egos are so inflated and the world is about them. Guess what? It's not. But social media will tell you otherwise, Because you see, everybody's posing. Oh, God. Suddenly there's so many new models out there. We have Instagram models. Oh, God. Anyway, everybody, whenever you're dealing, the whole point of what I'm speaking upon is when you are dealing with any of these places, make sure you document everything, because you got people that don't know their butt from their elbow, and then they want to tell other people what they need to do, And that's the truth, and I know people can relate to everything I'm saying on that. But anyway, it's Saturday morning. I got a bunch of stuff going on here today, waiting for someone to come and finally adjust my leaning tower of Pisa underneath the sink. I didn't get that far. I got to get a manicure. No, I don't do any of that. When I got married to my husband, the fireman, I had my nails done one time, 1987. I just never, I'm not that person. I'm not that glam glitz type of person. I'm a regular, I'm a woman of purpose. I don't do all the, I love to dress up and doll up and all that. But, let's put it this way. I'm the woman who'll get underneath the car if you have a flat tire, like you seen that commercial. Come on, let's go. That's just who I am. That's what happens, When you grow up and nobody powders your ass and you're told from a young age, do for yourself. The same thing with my son. When my son was old enough to reach the washing machine, start doing your laundry. And people are like, he's doing his laundry? He's only 8 years old? I'm like, hold on one second. Do you think I'm going to wipe his ass? Do you seriously? I said, I took care of him. He's old enough. Now he learns. Realistically, I could have been locked up because my son was a latch door key. He was coming home by himself because I was working, But until companies and corporations, okay, I'm going to bring it back to 85 when I started working with transit. There were people, when I came back the second time, there were young women my age that had younger kids. My son was older because I had him younger. And, I remember one of the ladies, Brenda, she was in hysterics because she had no babysitter. And we had a meeting with the bosses. I was like, yeah, listen, you got enough room here, get babysitters. Oh, no, we can't. Insurance, what are you talking about? This is a city-occupied building that's funded by the federal government. The New York City Transit's federal, it comes from the federal government. There's ample space here. You can have daycare right here so that we can bring our kids. But they don't think like that. It's like, well, let's make stuff as hard as possible. And, well, that's how we got to roll. But anyway, everybody, have a great day. I'll be back. Hello, 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 hello. Everybody stay safe, stay well, do the right thing. And when you deal with clowns, expect a clown show, but make sure you document your tickets, your ticket experience, Every event, you get a stamp. Okay, this was a stamp for this F up. This was a stamp for that F up. And then you keep it rolling. And then you just document everything. And then, that's what you do. Everybody have a good day. Until next time. I'll show more progress, and not the soup. Progress as far as what I got going on here. Never ending, never ending. Now, if I would have had my ass pampered, maybe I would just be eating bomb. Oh, honey, could you do that for me? Yeah, go ahead. I gotta go get my nails done. Oh, wait a second. It's spa day. Oh. My spa day is my bathroom and Epsom salt. That's it. I ain't giving my money to nobody. Nope. I give money to donate to help. I don't give money to pay people for whatever entities they got going on. Because unless you're doing something to help people and help humanity, I don't want nothing to do with you. That's it. Because everybody thinks the world revolves around them. Yep. But I don't live in that orbit. I live in the orbit of generosity and giving back to people, because it's not about me and it's not about you. It's about everybody, okay? Remember that. Peace and blessings, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated. Don't be a dirtbag. Bye.